YouTube. So you know I'm back with another reaction video. Let's watch this video and I'm gonna chop it up with you guys real quick.
I'm 29, and here are some things as a man you just have to accept. A lot of your family members are mentally ill. You can't save them. I know for a lot of us, we feel the sense of like, we have to save the people around us, we gotta save our family. Like, we can see how they're messing up, we can see how they're sabotaging themselves, and we really want to be that person to come and swoop in and save the day. Fuck all of that. As the saying says, you can bring a horse to water, you can't force it to drink. You can't force a change in people, even if you can see their potential. You have to understand potential is just what you would do if you were in their situation. That's all it is. Secondly, do not get attached to your friends. This is something a lot of us men really do struggle with, which is friendship, loneliness. Something you have to accept as a man when you get older is being able to have friends, make connections is going to be something that does not happen by accident anymore. If you want to have friends, if you want to have connections, it means you're going to have to make time for them. And the sad reality is...
You know what? This is the first time I'm actually watching this, right? And he's right. You know, more time when you're chasing something, not chasing, I don't even like using the word chasing. When you're building, right? You don't have time to be linking up with the man them. You don't have time to be trying to, you know, sustain a certain type of relationship, because the time that you're using, you're going to use it into whatever you're trying to get to, right? So along the ways, yeah, you're going to lose friends. I always say this, like when I first started, you know, my first business, right? It took so much of my time, right? I was consistently at it, right? And then I noticed, oh shit, where's all my friends gone? I never had time. I missed so much functions, so much mandem holidays. And you know what? When I look at it now, I'm in an age where I'm 37 now, right? When I look at it now, I made the best decision ever, because I've done that in my early 20s. And now I've got so much time to do so much other things, like doing content creating, like running other businesses. Why? Because I sacrificed the time when I was young. I wasn't trying to, you know, hold on to a friendship and, oh yeah, you're my brethren, man. Let's link up, let's go here. Nah, bro, because it's real out here, especially at man. We have so much responsibility when we get older. And at the same time, we want to be able to do what we want to do as well. So if you don't learn how to sacrifice from early, trust me, it's going to be long. And then when you do make friends at a certain age, like my age, it'll be like a genuine transaction, whether they're in the same lane that you're at, you have something in common. So when you lot are meeting up, you lot are both learning from each other, not just sustaining unnecessary friendship. But it's true what he's saying, you know?
is the fact that a lot of people in your life, let's be honest, they are kind of just in your life due to random circumstances that put you together. Maybe you went to the same school, maybe you went to the same church, maybe you met each other at a football session or whatever it is.
The school one as well is, the school one. I find it funny when, you know, man, they must do friends with guys from school with, right? I understand it, you get me, because you grew up with school, you get the same jokes. But at some point, bro, you're going to have to grow apart, innit? Like, your destiny is different to another person's destiny. When we went to school, it's because we had to go to the same school. So we had no choice but being friends. Okay, let me give you an example, right? I remember when I got incarcerated at a young age, right? Doing things I wasn't supposed to do. So I made so much friends while I was in this situation, right? So many friends, you feel me? And the only reason I was friends with these guys is because we were stuck in a building that we can't get out of, right? So we have no choice but to socialize and create some type of friendship, right? But when I got my freedom, right, I already said to myself, I am not communicating with these guys because I got myself in a situation I didn't want to be in. And I'm not trying to make friends in situations I didn't want to be in because it's not authentic. You feel me? So straight away when I was out and I was free, I focused, tunnel vision, and went to go build my business, start my legacy, right? And I remember one time I saw one of them, he come link me, and then I said, you know what, man, I know this guy wants to build a type of relationship and friendship and whatnot. And he asked me for some money, he tried to ask for some money. He called me like, yo, can I borrow some peas? And I was like, bet. I was so excited to borrow the money because you know why? I ain't gonna see him again. And I was right, I didn't see him again. And it is what it is. So it's like, when you're having friends out of circumstances, right? whether uni, what he's saying, whether it's school, whether you met someone in a bad situation, you didn't want to go, you didn't want to be there. So you created friends somewhere you didn't want to be. To me personally, I don't think that's authentic. Authentic is wherever you want to be in life, right? And you meet someone along the way in the same lane that you're at. You both got something in common. You both have this drive. You both have this ambition. You both building for the same thing. You got something in common. You got something to talk about. I think that's more of a genuine friend than just, yeah, we went to school together. You know what I mean? Girls know how to make friends way more better than men. Girls can make friends in the toilet with other females, bro. I'm telling you guys, you know?
These people are not invested in your life whatsoever. They won't be there when you need them. They won't be there when you actually need someone to speak to. And for a lot of us men, we have to admit, a lot of our friendships are quite surface level. We don't really know much about the guys in our lives. We don't really know how much, what they're going through, what their family situation is like, what they're struggling with. And it makes it very difficult to want to make time for people that you don't really know too much about. So you have to get used to going through periods where that phone is just dry. You have to accept it. Because what most guys do is that in order to avoid this dry session where they have to face themselves, they'll just hang out with any guy. They'll smoke weed with any guy. They'll just play video games with anyone. Fuck life. Don't go fuck it with it. Just like, I just can't be alone. You don't want to be that guy. Thirdly, your ability to be financially literate is extremely important. It affects every single part of your life, your career, your relationships, your friendships, your personality, even the way that you view yourself. And for a lot of us, we want to pretend like money doesn't matter. Money, it matters. It does matter. It's the sad reality of the world that we live in. Money matters. And if you're someone who has no financial literacy, you've never really understood how money works, you don't really know how to save, you're constantly just buying shit, you're going to struggle when you get older, guy. When you get older, you're going to struggle a lot. And it's simply because just because you haven't been taught something doesn't mean you're not capable of learning it. I literally had to spend a decent 2-3 months just getting obsessed with finding out about how money worked, how to invest, how to save money. Doing that has allowed me to afford a house. Literally. I spent a couple months when I was 23, 24.
And that's another thing as well, yeah, is with me, bro, I'll keep it 100 with you guys, yeah. I love the thrill of being successful. I love the thrill of getting to the top of the mountain. And I know I can't wait for some people to have that same pace as me. So to make it as fast as possible, I just get on my grind and they'll be like, you know what, where's David at? You know where David is, man. David's just doing what he's doing. And I love that. Don't bother me, don't call me if it's not about money. You know what I'm saying to you? Because I understood from an early age that you need money out here, bro. And if you're out here holding hands, trying to sustain certain relationship with certain guys, trust me, it's going to be very, very hard for you to get to where you need to get to because it's distraction. The same way females are distraction, man them can be distraction as well. When you're in a big friend groups, yeah, it's really a competition thing sometimes, you know, who can outshine the most, who can do the best. And that's a distraction because you're not actually working on yourself internally. You're not actually focusing on actually what do you really want to do. And that's when some people start to drift away. Like I met so many types of dudes that's, you know, been in and out of jail all the time. And I asked myself, why you keep going in and out of jail? Like, the first time you went in jail, that's the first time for you to find yourself. You couldn't find yourself when you was in jail. You came out, you're back in jail. It's because of their friend group. You know, once they come out, they see their friend doing big things and they're thinking, oh man, I'm missing out. All right, cool. Let me jump on the bandwagon so I can be rolling the same way he's rolling. Then boom, they get nabbed again. So friends are more of a big distraction to men than female. Because with female, we can navigate them. Especially when you lot have gone through the mud together, it's like you lot got dirt on each other. So it's very hard for you to kind of brush off a certain type of male friend. But that's the reason why when you hit a certain type of age, and you ain't even got to hit a certain type of age, in your early 20s, you need to put your purpose first in your early 20s. I'm telling you, man. Because when you get to your 30s, right, and all the friends that you've been fucking around with, they get to the 30s, you're going to hit the wall. Women hit the wall, but some men hit the wall by default, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Then you start on noticing that, oh man, I should have went this lane. Oh, I should have done an apprenticeship over here instead of going over here because my brethren went over here. So man, them could be distraction as well. Real talks.
trying to understand money, and I use that knowledge to invest my money for my 9 to 5 into a account that was actually investing my money for me, ended up making a lot more money than I put in. Fourth, you have to defeat lust as soon as possible. I'm telling you right now, bro, you do not want to be the guy in their late 20s, early 30s who's still struggling with a porn addiction. You do not want to be that guy that is still out there chasing women every weekend, trying to find girls. You don't want to be that guy. The truth is, although those guys might look like they're having a great time, they're having fun, these guys are lost.
Lost. With a capital L. Lost. Fellas, listen, yeah? If you don't know what you want to be by the age of 25, go get yourself a mentor. Now, seriously, I'm being 100 with you. If you don't know where you want to be by the age of 25, go find yourself a mentor. It's okay. People learn differently. If I'm saying to you, some people know where they want to be from when they're like 14, 15. Some people figure out where they want to be at 30, even 50. You feel me? If you don't know where you want to be at 25, your brain develops at 25 as a male, right? Go find yourself a mentor, bro. Pay for that. Go pay for that. And I'm not just saying that just to just be funny. Like, literally go find yourself a mentor. A mentor will sit you down and show you all your mistakes and everything that you need to change in your life, bro. Find yourself a mentor, bro. Because when you hit 35 and 40s and upwards and you still don't know where you want to be in your life, trust me, man, you're just going to be drifting. Drifting, that means people are controlling your mind for you. You don't own your mind.
Lost in the source. Absolutely, most of these guys have no ambition. They have no actual wider picture of what they want to do with their life. What they're thinking is just chasing the biscuit, chasing the cookie, chasing the whatever it's chasing. Something that you probably don't understand is that every time that you say, I'm just going to goon because I've got nothing else to do. I'm trying to goon because, why not? You're sowing a seed in your mind that is building a connection with this act more and more. The more you do it, the harder it is to let go of this seed that you're planting.
And that's facts. Everything this brother is saying is facts. This is actually the first time I'm actually watching this video as well. I'm going to leave a description below so you guys can watch the full video as well. But everything he's saying is facts. I understand exactly what he's talking about. And this is a young man that's waking up and actually smelling the coffee and thinking, whoa, it's real out here. Because you got to remember, yeah, as us men, we have to create safety net for ourselves, right? So when we create that safety net for ourselves, we can start doing other things. And to start creating safety net for yourself, you have to start young. It's even better to start at a younger age, early 20s. You have to sacrifice them funny ass little apartment parties you got going on. You got to sacrifice. I'll be honest with you, yeah? If you want me to be real and honest with you, if you're in your early 20s, don't be in a relationship. That is a distraction. That's a major distraction. When you're in a relationship in your early 20s, you're distracting yourself. You have shit to do. You know what I'm saying to you? How are you going to be able to look after your family when you get a bit older if you're not putting yourself where you want to be financially, mentally, physically? That's what I'm saying to you. You need to be able to put yourself in certain situations in life so then you can start catering for other things, i.e. family, relationship, and whatever that's out there. But when you're in your 20s, you need to sacrifice, bro. It's important, bro. You have to sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice, there's some point in your older age you're going to have to sacrifice. And by then, it's going to be very hard for you to juggle that. Just what I'm saying to you. So when you're young right now, right, and you got all the free time in the world to do whatever you want to do, you want to go to this motive, you want to link this thing, you want to, you know what I mean? You want to link the man them, you want to do man them holidays. Sacrifice that, my G. Look after the future self of you, bro. Because trust me, when you get to that age, bro, you're going to see all the type of people that have been wasting time. You're going to see them because they're going to still be chilling with each other, going to motive together. They've wasted time. You know that saying, misery love company. Don't be one of those type of guys that ends up in that type of mindset, bro. You always got to phone someone every time this. Nah, bro. Focus on making sure you're the better version of you. So when you're at a certain age, you can be free to do whatever you want to do. I ain't going to lie to you. 30 is the new 20. 30 is the new 20. Because you know why? You've been there, done that. Trust me. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you there. Peace.